Hey y'all, it is Karen Day, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States, and I am so excited about the next 10 days. I have decided to do a little countdown of my favorite things out of the new catalogs. Now, you can see I have a lot of things tabbed. Those are just a few of my favorite things. I wish I could flip the catalog open and show you, but unless you're a demonstrator, you don't get to see this until January the 5th. But if you'd like to join my team and become a demonstrator, I'd love to talk to you about it, and you would be able to order your starter kit from these catalogs. So that is super cool and super exciting. What we're going to do for the next 10 days is I'm going to showcase on all of my social media channels, including the blog over at A Little Kinder at blogspot.com, on YouTube, as well as on Insta and Facebook. I'm going to pick one set or bundle or product out of the catalog to showcase. Well, maybe more than one. There are a couple of days that I've got a celebration item paired with a mini catalog item, but each day it will be something new. My plan is to have a minimum of 3 projects, and we will make one of those together showing the new things in the catalog, and either hopefully some techniques that maybe you haven't seen. But I'm really excited. There's a whole lot that we're packing in between now and January 5th. So on January 5th, you'll get your last video and countdown to what Anna Claire and I decided were probably the best in the catalog. So let's jump in and get started. So we're going to start out with Baby Shark. So its real name is Shark Frenzy. That's the name of the stamp set. It does have a coordinating die set, which is wonderful. It cuts out each of the pieces. Pull it out the sleeve. So it cuts out each of the sharks. This is the cute hat that's right here. There's a monocle. There's some little glasses. This cuts out the glasses. But there's also this adorable little tie set. And so one of the cards I'm going to show you uses the tie set and the little top hat and the cane. But the rest of the pieces here have a matching piece in the stamp set. So one of the things that I really love about this is just the whimsy of this set. The fact that Stampin' Up! Gave us something cute and playful, and even though we think kids with it, I really feel like this could just be a fun set. There are also a couple of pieces in this set that I really feel like become universal. So there are 3 of them that I really am excited about and see myself using a lot. So first we have this swish. It's not as big or as deep of a swish as the curvy Celebrations die, but it's a nice one, and it's not a full card length. So, you know, here in the United States we do 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this isn't 5 1/2, but it's more than 4 1/4. Then we have this great wave, but here's what I'm loving about it. So if you think about it from this direction, it's a wave. If you think about it from, you're going to have your paper on this side, it could be a scallop. So I really see this extending the use of these. I also love these bubbles. And so we're going to, I'll show you here in a minute, and we're going to make a card, and we're going to use this in a unique way. Or at least I think it's unique. So let me slide these over. Let me grab the samples to show you, because I think these are fantastic samples. For this one, I have 4 different samples. So here is Grandpa Shark. Look at how cute that is with the monocle. That is stamped and heat embossed. And then he's got the cute little top hat and the cane. And I paired this stamp set with the paper that goes along with whale tail or whale. Oh shoot! It's in the annual catalog. Time. So I used the cute Whale of a Time paper to go along with this. So paired something, we call it something old, but something out of the annual with something that's coming January 5th. So we've also got this beautiful ribbon, which is a sheer ribbon. It is Pool Party in color. So here's this. And I used the Whale of a Time sequins. So there's my grandpa version. And this is cut with the Curvy Celebrations die. So you can see, you know, I was talking about that it's not as deep of a wave. This is kind of a nice, gentle wave, and this is a little bit of a deep wave. But there's my grandpa card. So cute. All right, here's Daddy Shark card. I was kind of thinking these could make really fun Father's Day cards. So I don't know about at your house, but at our house, my daddy and my husband are both very, very, very punny and dad jokes. And so these to me really kind of spoke to that. Again, I have paired this with the Whale of a Time paper. These really are gorgeous, gorgeous papers. All right, so there's Daddy Shark with his mustache. I love it. And then here's a baby card using it. So these are Baby Shark. And I use, let's see, other products that are not part of this stamp set would be this scalloped frame or scalloped rectangle is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And then this little technique right here, can you see that? That's what we're going to be showcasing in the card that we're going to make together. All right, let me slide these out of our way so I've got some room to work. And this, my friend, is the card that we're making tonight. Isn't this fantastic? So here's Mommy Shark. Look at her eyelashes. Oh my gosh. This set is so, so fun. So this one I didn't put a sentiment on. My thought was that I might write something on the inside of it, or maybe pull from a different stamp set. There's a really fun set that we'll talk about as we're counting down. I believe it's 8 on my countdown, and it's a stamp set, and it has a cute little phrase, and it says, "Oh snap." And so I thought that would be cute. Some of those phrases from there would work well with this. But let's build this card. It's really, really a fun and easy card. So I have my little kit here that has all of the parts and pieces. So we have a standard card base. So here in the United States, that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's folded in half. So when we cut it, it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4. Fold it and score it. We have 3 pieces from the Whale of a Time paper pack. These are 3/4 of an inch by 4 1/4. I think there are more than 4, but I couldn't remember. And then we have some of the paper from the Whale of a Time. This rectangle is 3 1/2 by 2 1/2, and so this is just 1/8 bigger. So I literally take my measurements and I make it 1/8 bigger. So let's grab some Stampin' Seal and let's start putting this card together. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these 2 layers together. This is the layer that is going to get our ribbon. So we're not going to stick it down to our card yet. I'm going to go ahead and stick these 2 together for us. Alright, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to set aside my 3 strips and my layering piece. Now I did go ahead and cut out an adorable little shark, but we're also going to build one together here in just a second. But the first thing I want to do is show you my template. So here's what I did. I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock and I punched twice the circles. So here they are. So this one punches out the circles. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and place it on our card. We're going to grab one of the brand new, they'll be available January the 5th, blending brushes. These are fantastic. We're using Balmy Blue ink today. And so we're just going to take this and ink it up a little bit. I'm going to start off of where my holes are. And we're just going to blend it in. And I'm going to come down here and blend. Really, all I'm kind of trying to do is make myself a little bit of a pattern paper. Not anything really big and showy, because this is really beautiful with this watermark look. But I just kind of felt like the white card base was not enough. And then when I was looking at pattern papers, it got to be too busy, and then it just, a lot of things. So I thought this would be a great way to showcase this technique. And really, it's super, super easy. I am using painter's tape to hold it down. It also gives me a little bit of extra room so that if I come out towards the painter's tape, I'm not getting into the center of my card. And so all I'm going to do, because I know this middle part is being covered, I'm just going to take a few of these and stick them down. Now, when I die cut these, I did cut them wide enough with enough room here that I can just do one. So on this one, we're just going to do this set of circles. You see what I mean by it's wide enough? I'm not coming out to where that would be. Now, if I wanted these darkers, all I have to do is keep coming back to the ink and adding to it. You know, bubbles would be different intensities. So here we go. Let's look that up. See, so those are darker. We're going to put this across here. Really what I was trying to do is just go around the edges because of the way that this card is laid out. Our main piece here is going to cover up kind of everything in the center. So we're just getting these on the edge. All right, let's take a look. Look at that. Now, before I finish and put that away, I do kind of want to look. I kind of feel like I need something right there. So I'm going to drop my stencil in. This really is just about going back and looking and seeing and saying, ooh, I do like this. Nope, I feel like that's an empty spot, because you are kind of creating your own background paper. So let's drop this in here. Yep, much better. And then we'll have the strips too. All right, I'm going to set this aside for just a minute. We're going to add some ribbon. And then we're going to use dimensionals to lift that up. Here we go. We're going to take this ribbon. Now, one of my favorite things to do is to grab some tear tape, and we're going to adhere this ribbon to the back with the tear tape. So we're going to take this, kind of put it where I want it, across the bottom, fold the edge over the back, stick it, and of course it slides for us. Stick it down. I'm going to come around to this side, and even before I cut it, I'm going to go ahead and stick it down. Stick it down, grab some snips, trim, trim. Now, I do have a bow. Let me show you this. This was really, ooh, that's crooked. That's okay. Here it goes. This was kind of a fun tip. So this bow actually is a bow and a knot. So the first thing I did was I slid this under, and I tied a knot. Because there's not a whole lot going on in this card, this is kind of one of those straightforward stamping kind of cards where you don't have to own everything in the catalog, or you don't need to have every technique memorized. This is just really kind of straightforward. So, made a knot. And you could leave it as a knot, but I decided that I wanted a little extra something, something. So I just tied a little bow. Slide that back through. Now, tying bows on camera is always such a feat time quickly and easily when I'm not on camera, but as soon as I try to roll, it's over. All right, snip that off. Now I'm going to grab a glue dot and watch. So this just adds some extra interest. Pull that off of there. And so I'm going to turn this to go right over that knot. So now it's a bow with 2 legs. Alrighty, let me slide this out of the way. Let's talk about how I made this shark. Ooh, sorry for that noise. I've got to grab out one other ink pad. So these cute, adorable little stamp spots come in Paper Pumpkin each month, and this happens to be the December 1. And so that's why it's sitting here, and that's why I used it. But here's how this works. So we have an outline, a fill-in. We're going to add some eyelashes and some lips because, you know, a mama shark's got to have her lips. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab the outline. Here he is. So this makes my grown-up sharks. Unless I wanted my grown-up sharks to be smaller. So this could be mommy, this could be daddy, this could be grandma, grandpa, but this is my big shark, okay? Now, I have my full pad down here, so I'm not going to grab out my Stampin' Pierce mat. If I did not have this thick pad of paper, I would. All right, so we're going to stick him down and let him sit for just a second. While I do that, I'm going to grab my simple chamois, and I'm going to clean him off. Okay. And then we're going to put him back in the box. I need to grab a piece of scratch paper, which I may or may not have brought over here. So we'll grab one of my Stampin' Post-its instead. This blue to me is full strength, meaning I inked it and I stamped it balmy blue. And when I laid it on my card, I don't know, I kind of thought maybe he was a bit much. And I liked it a little bit lighter. So that's what we call second generation stamping. Again, you don't have to know every trick in the book. She looks just adorable like that. But I also wanted to show you how I got the lighter version. So I ink it up, swish, swish, tap, tap, tap. And now on my scrap paper, I'm going to stamp it off. And that's going to get rid of some of the ink. And then I'm going to come back over my stamped image. Because it's the photopolymer, it is super, super, super easy for me to see where I'm stamping. And I lined it up. It's a hair. I am so sorry. Well, it gave some texture to our shark. Let's get that cleaned off. Alrighty. Now, let's give her some lips and let's give her some eyelashes. What do you say? So we're going to grab the lips. Y'all, these are teeny tiny stamps. And the eyelashes. Do you see them? And I'm going to grab 2 of the A size blocks because that's the smallest block I have. Because I don't want to lose them. Alright, let me go ahead and close up balmy blue so we don't end up with our hands in it. That is always a thing. Let's give her some lips. Alrighty. So all I'm going to do is look through and stamp her little lips down. Again, I could get a lighter version by using the second stamp. So she has got on some nighttime lips. Our girl is fixing to go out on the town. All right, now let's do eyelashes. So we're going to use Memento ink. So this is the Tuxedo Black. And there's our little eyelash. If I look down through it, I can line it right up over the eye and stamp it, and voila, she has lashes, and the girl is ready for a night on the town. All right, let me slide these out of the way. Now, I could pull the die cut machine out and die cut this, but I have already done one for us. So we are going to get her ready to go onto our card. So we need some dimensionals. And we're going to do 4 corners in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 in the middle. And you know what? Because that is on tear and tape, here's what we're going to do. We are going to pull that tear and tape back and tear the protective paper. That way our dimensional is stuck to the paper and the tear and tape and not the protective piece that might allow it to come off. Alrighty, there we go. Much better. Now, on our card base, before we can adhere this, we've got to put these little strips in. Okay. Slide everything out of the way. Alrighty, so these I've seen lots of tricks for doing this. You can either do them straight up and down like I have here, where they're equally spaced, and then you put this over it, and that's adorable. I probably would not get them evenly spaced, and that would make me crazy. So I kind of like them a little bit cattywamped, and I've seen a couple of different demonstrators do these a different way. Mine are all the same length. I've seen people where they do some longer and shorter. I just don't think that's necessary, because I'm going to place the middle one first. So there he is. The reason that I don't do longer and shorter is because I really feel like that I can adjust it on my own. So we're going to make this one a little bit longer. See how I slid it? It's a me thing. If you're in doubt and you don't think that you would be able to get them to come off, oops, get them to slide again. To get them to, I'm having adhesive trouble today. To get these to look cattywamped, you can always cut some shorter. All right, there we go. Now let's add this piece. So cute. So cute. Alrighty. We're going to add this. Oh, I love it. I don't know about where you are, but here where I am, we've had some of the coldest weather we've had all year. We haven't gotten any snow. We don't typically get but 1, maybe 2 snow events in Arkansas, and it's just not time yet. We have had December snows and some pretty heavy ones, but if we get anything, I really feel like it'll be late January. Not that I'm a meteorologist or anything. That's just me guessing based on living here most of my adult life. So we're going to add Mama Shark right here to the front over these cute little seahorses. Tuck her in under our bow. There she is. And there is Mama Shark. Let me grab back the other card so we can take a look at them again. And our stamp set, Shark Frenzy, and the dies that go with it. Now let's talk real quick again while I'm grabbing all this back out. January 5th, that's the day that you can start ordering. And you can order from me over at my website, which is www.alittle.kinderstamps.com. And there's a shop tab, and you can shop there. You can also see my event calendar, which will tell you when I'm having classes and whatnot. Let's see what else is there. My blog's not there. There's some ideas and some different things there. The blog is over on Blogspot. So it's just alittlekindr.blogspot.com. So you have to add the word stamps to get to my store. And there will be links to order this starting in January. Now, if you are not a demonstrator and you'd like to be a demonstrator, I would love to have you join the Glitter Hogs, which is my team of amazing men and women who love to craft. And you can find information at alittlekindrstamps.com, Or you can always message me, shout out, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it and let you know what's going on. I will tell you that starting January 5th, we will have a signing bonus, and it's a paper add-on that is just going to be fabulous, and we'll talk about that in January. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? Tomorrow, we will be talking about a totally different stamp set, and that's what will be focused everywhere. So at 3 p.m. Central Time every day from now till January 5th, a new quick video will drop where we'll talk about the stamp set, and it's just a countdown of my 10 favorite things out of the catalog. So I hope you loved Shark Frenzy. Make sure that you like and comment below, and subscribe so that you don't miss out. Share the video with your friends. You never know who might like a little Shark Frenzy in their life. Thank you for letting me be your creative coach today as we make the world a little bit kinder, one card at a time. See you guys next time.